The fresh smell of a new year. It's exciting, everything's new and fresh, and of course, you know what else that means. Nintendo Direct time, baby. There's nothing more hype than a Nintendo Direct. Sitting there, getting ready to watch 40 to 45 minutes of exciting reveals, sometimes not exciting reveals. But it's always exciting to see Shinya Takahashi or even Koizumi to come on stage and just prepare us for something big to be revealed, and all of our hearts race as we're all gathered around the world to watch the world premiere, and it just feels so exciting as a Nintendo fan. And that anxiousness, even the day before, waiting to predict in your mind what they could show. Is it going to be that next big Mario game, that next big Zelda game, the next game to get us excited for the rest of the year? Nintendo Directs are pretty big deals. What always, in my opinion, makes this upcoming Direct so special is that it starts the year off. It finally shows us some things to expect in the next couple of months and also prepares us for the end of the year a lot of the time. If there's a big game coming for this holiday season, odds are we're going to see it here and get the first trailer to get us excited. Now, it's not always a guarantee, but yeah, some of the bigger hitters are normally towards the end or the beginning of the year. It also helps that with the January Direct, it's the biggest gap between Nintendo Directs out of all of them. From September all the way to February, it's about 4.5 months of a wait for more information on Nintendo games, and a lot of the time, we're kind of left in the dark. For instance, this year, all we know so far is about Princess Peach Showtime being the only new title, with the rest being ports and remakes. And it's not putting the rest of the games down. There's nothing wrong with a good remake. I just feel like you gotta have big games in there mixed in as well, and new ones as well. And right now, we don't really have that. Mario vs. Donkey Kong, a remake of that Game Boy game. Side order DLC for Splatoon 3, which I cannot believe it's taken this long, but it's just DLC for a game that came out almost 2 years ago. Luigi's Mansion 2, which is a 3DS game, and Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, a GameCube game. So yeah, as these games are really good, we still definitely need some new titles, and that's what this upcoming Nintendo Direct is going to give us. Look, whether you believe the Switch 2 is coming out soon or not, it doesn't matter. The Switch is definitely winding down. You can tell by the extreme amount of ports and remakes, and there's going to be even more announced in this upcoming Direct because we still need things like Zelda games, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, the Metroid Prime 2 and 3 games we're still waiting on, and there's probably still much more that we don't even know about yet. So odds are we're going to have a year full of remakes and remasters, but still, there's going to be new games. Look, we are going to get new games in this Direct, and I feel like a lot of them could still be smaller scale games, and maybe new Mario Party, a new Mario sports game like Mario Basketball or Baseball, and maybe a few, like I said, remakes, remasters, ports. But the reason why I'm super excited for this Nintendo Direct is something a lot bigger. Real quick, before I dive into why I'm so excited for this upcoming Direct and why I think it's going to be a very huge start for Nintendo this year, I want to thank you guys so much for leaving so many likes and subscriptions in the last couple of videos. You guys have been eating it up. Real quick, let's make a goal. Let's see if we can get over 200 new subscribers in this video. That's well over what you guys have been doing. We had 700 3 days ago, 600 2 days ago. I know it can be done, so let's see how many we can get to subscribe from this one video, as a lot of you watching right now are not yet subscribed. It'll only take a second. Okay, back into Nintendo Direct territory. So what's the thing that's going to make this Nintendo Direct so special? Well, unless you've been hiding under a rock, you can probably guess what I'm about to say here. All the rumors and everyone around the world is reaching out and screaming out the name Switch 2. Yes, everyone. It is literally trending on every single social media outlet. The second Nintendo hit 2024, everyone's been talking about this next console. I mean, it's on everything. All the news channels are reporting on it. There's more information coming out each and every single day about the specs, about the release timing, and I think pretty much every leaker and every outlet has come together to pretty much conclude that there's going to be some type of new version of the Nintendo Switch coming this year. Whether it's a Switch Pro, whether it's the successor to the Switch, we really don't know all the details yet, and I will make a separate video talking about all these rumors and leaks and compile them into one final video for you guys in case you don't know what's going on. But yes, at the end of it, there seems to be a new Switch coming either in the middle of this year or the end towards the holiday of this year. And with that, they've also been rumored to have a big, huge 3D open world Mario game. And how many times have I been talking about that? More times than the average human being probably should. But yes, that's grounds for a pretty huge Nintendo Direct if that's the case. Because if there is a new console coming in the middle or even the end of this year and a brand new, not even 3D Mario game, but open world Mario game is apparently coming alongside it, yeah, they gotta reveal this thing pretty soon. If I were a betting man, I'd say this January or February Nintendo Direct is a guarantee to reveal this game. Look, I am not hyping everybody out of proportions, and even if it doesn't happen, no, I'm not going to post something regarding, Nintendo has forgotten about Mario. Trust me, I've learned my lesson from that. But at the end of the day, I am definitely expecting to see or hear something about this Mario game at the beginning of this year. Even if it's not in the Direct, I expect it to be some type of presentation where they show off the console and show off this new game. So yeah, as I'm not really super expecting the new console during this upcoming Nintendo Direct, as I do think it's likely, I think there's more of a chance that we see the game for this new console before maybe even seeing that console. I know it sounds weird, Nintendo would probably show them both off at the same time simultaneously, but seriously sit here and listen to this. What big game would Nintendo have coming? What else is there? Everything else is still a little far out. We're not going to have a new Mario Kart already. We're not going to have a new Smash Brothers already. There's not a new Luigi's Mansion. We got Luigi's Mansion 2 coming out. We're probably not going to have Mario Maker again yet. We just got a 2D Mario game. We just had Zelda. We just had Kirby in the Forgotten Land not too long ago. Splatoon is still getting its DLC. What else could it be, people? Those 3D Mario naysayers. Listen, what else could it be? Sorry, I lost my cool there. Okay, back to reality. My point is, a lot of people were even surprised in my comments when I said this the last video, but Nintendo will now be 7 years since the last 3D Mario around October of this year, which is absolutely nuts for a brand new series or installation in the 3D Mario franchise, especially when a lot of people wanted Mario Odyssey DLC or even wanted a Odyssey 2, and we never got it. Thankfully, we did get Bowser's Fury, which was a slight hold us over until whatever this big Mario game is going to be, but like a lot of us speculated, that game kind of was made with an open world mindset, and it's very exciting to see that because then it makes us wonder if Nintendo was using this as a way to test the waters with players, and obviously everyone loved it. So are we actually getting an open world 3D Mario game? It sounds pretty likely, and I'm just hoping that we actually are able to see it within this upcoming Nintendo Direct. What better way to close out this February Direct than a big 3D Mario coming out this holiday? I mean, it would give people tons of things to talk about, and it would be the talk of the town until the end of the year. This will probably be 10 times bigger than Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, mark my words, because as amazing as Zelda is, more people know Mario than Link and Zelda. Trust me, it's just a fact, especially with the Mario movie. Everyone's eyes is on Mario more than ever. I mean, seriously, my little nephews and nieces wanted a Switch for Christmas and every Mario game that they could possibly find because of just watching the movie. And if they didn't watch the movie, they probably wouldn't have cared as much as they originally had Xboxes. So I'm telling you right now, this could be one of the biggest video games, not only for Nintendo, but for gaming ever. If it is a full-fledged open world Mario experience, people are going to be flocking for this game, and I think Nintendo realizes that. And this is not a game that you casually announce in the middle of a Nintendo Direct or something like that. You have to have an audience. You want people to see this game. So to make it the last big reveal, or maybe even hold its own personal little conference or something right after the Nintendo Direct, or at least announce it during the Nintendo Direct that there's going to be a conference for the upcoming, new Switch or something. But regardless, I think we see this game very soon, and I think this Direct could be the first time we see it. That means within a month, we could finally see what this 3D Mario is all about, and that is so exciting. It goes beyond Mario, because there's still other franchises that could technically get revealed and maybe released on the Switch before this new console. Donkey Kong has been quiet for ages. I mean, since Tropical Freeze on the Wii U and then it came to the Switch, so Donkey Kong is definitely at need. But besides Mario, Donkey Kong, and then my last one, I would possibly try to stretch and figure out who else could get a big game. It would have to be Metroid Prime 4. And I still feel like it's a little too soon for the game to release, because I do feel like this is going to be a big game for the next console. Personally, I don't see this game happening until 2025, but I definitely think we see it this year. I think finally this is the year. I haven't been saying this. I've been all team we're not seeing Metroid. So this means we're seeing Metroid. If I'm feeling confident, we're going to see it. We're going to see Metroid Prime 4 this year in some way or another. It's going to go alongside the reveal of the new console, because it's going to be used to show off how good that game is going to look. You've seen how good Metroid Prime Remaster looks. It's one of the best looking games on Switch. So yeah, they're going to use it to showcase the power of this new thing. So definitely expect it, eventually. I don't know when. It may not be in this January or February Nintendo Direct. I keep saying January. It could happen in January, by the way. Who knows? We're not out in January all the way. We just started. So Nintendo could shake things up, have a January Direct. Who knows? But no, seriously, if Nintendo goes by what they have been going by for the recent years, they're going going to have a big Nintendo Direct around the second week of February, which is where they show off all the new things coming out within a couple months. They'll showcase some of those remakes again a little bit more, showing off Princess Peach. It might be one of the biggest, showcases of the Direct until that final announcement. But I think it's going to be a really solid Direct with fun announcements, but it's not going to really go crazy until the very last reveal, where I feel like it is finally time to see that 3D Mario. But hey, let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you think it's finally time to see this big Mario game? Do you think there's going to be something else special with this Nintendo Direct? What are you hoping to see the most with this Direct? More just remakes, remasters, or more new things about Nintendo's, hardware future? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out. You guys are awesome, and like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See ya, guys.